But the joy to me is the fuel in the tank. And I used to, because I do care really deeply. I used to be an activist, and I used to be really like, yeah, like social justice warrior, and I'm like doing all the things, and I'm and that was fine. But I realized at one point that's not my puzzle piece to hold, and that it was just burning me out, and I was miserable all the time, and I was angry all the time, and it wasn't my part of the puzzle piece. And I'm like, wow, okay, what is my piece? I think it's to help keep people ignited, because it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not like the world is going to like suddenly get better tomorrow and we're just like, all right, race to the end of the finish line and we'll save the world. Like, no, this is a whole lifetime that we need to get through this. And we need to learn to create the peace, the joy within us, no matter what our external circumstances are.
Beautiful message? Oh, we love beautiful messages.
Greetings from Confetti Land, home of the Confetti Bar. I'm Jessica, founder and confetti artist.
And I'm Alexis, head of happiness. Join us here in this magical, colorful place where we
have fun,
feel feelings,
and encourage you to embrace your unique version of happiness and all of its beautiful, messy pieces.
We are so excited to have you join us.
Hold on to your party hats, friends, because today's guest knows how to turn ordinary moments into full-blown joy explosions. We're joined by Amy Dickens, author of 101 Ways to Spread Joy and host of the Joyfully You podcast, whose mission is to help people stop overthinking happiness and start living it. She's a joy coach, a play advocate, and the embodiment of beautifully unhinged joy, the kind that laughs too loud, dances in grocery store aisles, and reminds us that life's too short to play it cool when we could be playing, period. She helps people reconnect to their inner goofball, find beauty in the mess, and infuse everyday life with a little more laughter, light, and love. Amy, welcome to Confetti Land. We're so excited to spread some joy with you today.
Oh, yay! What an amazing introduction. Thank you so much.
Happy to have you.
Yes. Like, I'm doing life right if that's my description. Okay, I'm here for it.
Literal human sunshine.
Thank you.
Okay, so as you're welcome into Confetti Land, we have some warm-up questions before we dive in.
I'm excited.
So the first thing is, what does confetti mean to you?
Wow, what does confetti mean to me? I feel like when I think confetti, obviously other than like confetti, tiny pieces of paper or plastic that you can like put in multiple colors, you'd find in the dictionary. I would say it's kind of the spice of life, like those moments that just... I talk a lot in sound effects, just so y'all know. I'm just giving you a heads up. First language, I'm fluent in sound effects. Studying English. But it's those moments that you're like, whoa, wonder, awe, ecstatic, just remembering kind of the gift it is to be alive. And it could be any one or other kind of an infinite amount of experiences, but those kind of moments that feel that kind of way.
Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
It's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It so is.
So, what would make up the current confetti mix of your life? Could be colors, could be people, activities.
Yeah, I'd say the main source of confetti in my life right now is this joy parade that I've been hosting every week. I get people in Asheville all through the streets. Imagine it. I got a giant speaker and somebody's pulling it on the wagon, and I'm up there with my best friend, and we both have like the Britney mic on, and we're like leading people through dances, and we're like, all right, now clap the corners and roll, and just like doing ridiculous things, and we'll be like handing out stickers, and we're just like doing ridiculous dances all like through downtown Asheville and getting all kinds of people to be like, oh, let the dogs out. And just being very unhinged and having so much fun and just kind of, I think, being the confetti in people's lives is how I kind of see it, you know?
Human confetti.
Yes, human confetti, popper, sunshine, incredible, absolutely incredible.
It's so fun.
Well, I would love to just hear like more about your story. Like, when did you first start noticing that play and joy mattered to you? Was there like a turning point?
Yeah, it's such a great question, honestly, because everyone always asks me and assumes you were just born this way. You're one of the lucky ones. Like, it just came easy to you. You never had to like work hard for it because it's so obvious, right? And I'm like, no, not at all. I grew up a very shy kid, always a goofball. You always look at pictures and like, I always was the one in the picture like sticking my tongue out or just doing something ridiculous. But I was always very shy and had a lot of anxiety. Like, that's really the thing behind shyness, right? I'm anxious. And when I got to college, I got so anxious, it turned into like full-blown social anxiety. I'm talking, I lived with 3 people my 1 year in college, and I did not meet 2 of them. I just like hid from them somehow, living in the same apartment for a year. I don't really know how I did that.
That's like kind of impressive.
Honestly, I'm kind of impressed. I was like so terrified of them. I would like
is that
memorize their schedules and be like, okay, this is when I can get all my food from the fridge, and I'll hide it in my room, and then I can like go to this class over here, and then I'll never see them. So our schedule. I'm like, what, Amy? That was like so much mental gymnastics to just avoid saying, hi, my name's Amy. I live 10 feet away from you.
That's honestly shocking.
It's pretty impressive. Yes. I honestly just kind of like re-remembered that this week, and I was like, wow. I'm impressed, Amy. I'm impressed.
Okay, yes. Now we need to connect those dots. Okay, we went from like hiding from people to leading a joy parade. Like, so we need the bridge.
Like, from being so terrified that I can't even talk to the person that's living 10 feet away from me to I'm standing in the middle of the streets with a microphone in my hand being like, your joy can change the world. There's obviously, there's probably like 10, 12 year gap in between there. Lots of different things happen. There's so many different angles I can take of this. But we go back in time. I'm a miserable, anxious, depressed, all kinds of health issues stemming from all of that. And through that, I was like, I am very young. I'm miserable. I feel hopeless. But something inside of me said, it gets so much better. I always say that there's like this little ember, like our spark never goes out, but sometimes it gets really, really, really like small and you can barely see it. But there is that ember in there of like, it gets better. And you just have to learn different ways to kind of like fan that flame to make it a little more of a spark. And then a little bit more of like, oh, I got a tiny candle. And then it's like, oh, whoa, like my passion's alive. And now I'm like, whoa, my passion is back on. But through that, I did all the really traditional self-helpy things. I read all the books. I did all the psychology. I go to therapy. I, do all the meditation. I become a yoga teacher. I'm like doing all of the shoulds, and it got me better and better. And then I suddenly was noticing I plateaued. And at that point, me and my partner kind of just like serendipitously were like, hey, why don't we sell all of our stuff and take our cat and move into a van and just start traveling around the country? And at that point, I was starting to call it following my joy, because I was so good at shoulding all over myself. Whatever I thought my boss, my parents, like anyone wanted of me, I was just really good at living my life. Like, no one even was saying any of these things. I was just assuming that that's what they wanted, and the people pleaser me was like, okay, I can just do that and I'll do this. But once I started saying, okay, full steam ahead, burn all your bridges, I'm going to do every day the best I can to follow my joy, whatever that looks like. And it's messy and it's hard and it's scary. And, a couple years of traveling around, and eventually I started traveling the world by myself doing that and really allowing myself to say, hey, what would light me up the most? And, for the time's sake, there's so many moments that I did it and so many moments that I did not do it. And every time I stop doing it, life would get really crunchy. Life would get really hard, and I'd feel just, why am I so miserable again? But every time that I started leaning back into my joy and also my play, like feeling really goofball-y, that was the thing that I was noticing was regulating my nervous system. It wasn't all of the meditation, all of the yoga, because my nervous system, there's like fight, flight, freeze. I go into freeze. My brain is just like, play dead. And all the meditation in the world doesn't really help me that much with that. It just kind of keeps me like, yeah, I'm just in a possum mode. But if I play, it brings me back to life. And I noticed, oh my God, there's a whole different unhinged version of myself hiding underneath all of that fear.
I love that. I love that you've let her out of her cage.
she's always like, kind of like coming out more and more. So I'm like, I don't even know who the hell I'll be in 10 years. Like right now I'm hearing that. Is that like Gwen Stefani, that I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. Yeah, that's me.
So I love that. So I'm curious. So I love that you went on that journey for yourself and you were able to kind of find the things that light you up. What then made you want to transition to actually like spreading joy and making that kind of your mission to bring it to other people and not just kind of do your own thing and simmer in your own joy by yourself?
Yeah, that's a really great question. I think even from a really young age, I can remember my dad saying to me, because I would care so much about, I don't know, like the polar bears that would be like falling through the ice and all of the things. And my dad would be saying stuff to me like, Aim, you can't save the whole world. Like, it's just like, you're 6 years old. Like you can't all fall on your shoulders. Like, I love your heart, but like, you can't be doing this for everyone. And I'm like, oh, okay, great. But there's always been that little part of me that's like, I really want to help other people and really feels so deeply and compassionately about that. And, it kind of like, ebb and you flow of like, I'm like doing this for me and I'm doing this to help other people. But 2 years ago, actually, I fell into this real, kind of dark night of the soul moment, going through the breakup. I was having all these health issues. It was just like kind of the perfect storm of all of the things happening at once. And basically, long story short, I ended up at my parents' house. I'm like, oh my God, I'm 30 years old and I'm stuck at my parents' house. And, I love them. And I'm like, this is really hard. And I'm just like playing the victim. And a few weeks into that, I was like, okay, none of my tools are working. Like nothing. I'm like a freaking certified coach. I like do all these things. Like I have a freaking big ass toolbox. Nothing's helping. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, all right, Amy, something's got to change. We're going to do a 30-day challenge and we're going to just do something that sparks joy in me every day, first thing in the morning. Like, let's just see what we can do. And, it'd be like sometime within the morning. And at first I would just like kind of do silly things like wake up and make a music video. Like I'd literally like take my camera and be like, oh, I don't want to do this. But by the end of it, I would be having so much fun. And somewhere along the line of that, I started going out of the house and just spreading joy in the world. And I think the first one I did, I just wrote little tiny cards. Like I made like little like 2-inch by 2-inch cards and drew like little pictures on them and wrote the notes that I needed to hear myself. And I just hid them in people's little windshields and I put them, it lit me up so much. It was like addictive, this level of, oh yeah, that. And I've always like been big on helping people. So then I just kind of like fed this hunger and it was kind of exhilarating because every time it was also a little bit scary. It was a little bit, for some reason, every time I'd be like, oh, like, let me go do something like nice to a stranger. I don't know. It's scary to us. It's still scary to me a lot of times today. I'm like, why am I scared to do this nice thing? I don't know. But yeah, it really was noticing it was changing my life. Like I was shifting out of this really dark place that I had fallen into and completely feeling, whoa, I am changing my own internal world. And then also seeing like, oh, wow, I can make an impact on the people around me. And then remembering, I call it the ripple effect, the ripples that we can make out in the world. So we are making ripples every single day, whether we're thinking about it consciously or not. So like, if you're angry, you're going to be making like, I'm all mad because like my grocery store person was like just like really grumpy at me and was like super not nice and like had a lot of feisty. And like, it takes a certain amount of like, this stops with me. I'm not going to like spread this on. Like you gotta like sometimes have that like, nope, not making this ripple happen. But a lot of times like we're just human and that happens. But we also get to like, make fear ripples or sadness ripples or happy ripples or giggle ripples or joy ripples. And all of our actions every day have that potential to make that impact on someone. And, some are bigger than others, but you can have an impact. You have no idea if they're going to work, if they're talking to like 1,000 people that might be impacted by the state that your interaction with them could have with them. And I'm just kind of like caught on this whole like, whoa, we can change the world kind of in this kind of way from the inside out of just our everyday interactions as human beings, because we're such social creatures, but we're so isolated right now. So in those little moments, can you be curious with a stranger? Can you even just like have a moment of, let me just get to know you? That can create so much more of a ripple in someone's day than we can really wrap our heads around a lot of times.
Yes. I 100% agree. And I do a little later, I do want to talk more about kind of the concept of community and all of that. But before we go there, I do just have to say, so the way I discovered you initially was I was on the internet. I have the book. I have the book. So I was on the internet, as one often is, and I think I was on Amazon, and it was like, we recommend this for you. And I just saw the rainbows, and I was like, I see joy, I see rainbows, I see a disco ball, I'm sold. Like instant purchase. I know nothing about what I'm getting into, but we're doing it.
Oh my God, you just made my day.
And obviously I'm very glad I did, because I was like, oh, joy. Spreading joy, like,
oh my God,
disco balls, all the things. We're kindred. I like to call them kindred confetti spirits.
Completely. Like when I opened this package you sent me, I was like, wow, our branding is very similar. I was like, to my roommate, I was like, we even have disco balls. Like they get the thing.
Yes,
We're here for it.
So I do want to. I want to ask a little bit about the book. So what led you to write this specifically?
Yeah. So after that whole dark night of the souls, then turning into Joy Challenge of 30 days, completely feeling like I changed my life and got from like, I'm stuck to, I literally like moved to the town across, like, you know, across the country where I live now, made a whole community, realized, whoa, I uplifted myself out of something personally, and then also connected myself to my larger mission, like reconnected myself on a really deeper way. And I've been sitting on that for maybe a year and a half. And it just kind of dawned on me one day, I could make a book out of this. I could help people. Like I could share this story and share like just a bunch of different tips and kind of break it down into, okay, this is like suggestions for ways that you could do this yourself. And it just was like yeah, because I'm a big book writer, but I don't finish them. This is probably the 5th book that I've ever written. The only one that's ever been finished.
That's amazing.
So yeah. But this one, honestly, I'm not going to lie. It flowed out of me. Like it was like an idea that I had, and it was just like, and I was just like sitting on Canva, I'm having all fun, like making all the pages all colorful and like putting pictures on everything, and just like, wow, I don't really exactly know what I'm doing, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And just like, let's throw up rainbows and disco balls all over all of these pages as much as we can. And I don't know, just really holding this notion of like help one person every day, like that HOPE acronym, has helped me so much to be a creator and not a perfectionist. Because I think a lot of times I would write the book and I'd get like 80% of the way there, but then I'd be like, it's not very good. So then I'm like, freaking never even touch it again. And then, you know, it's like, what is this? And this time I was like, if I could make this and literally just help one person, like what if that's the only ripple this whole book needs to make? And it just, something in that gave me a permission slip that made the process of writing it so fun and freeing. And I was like, whoa, this was a total different experience of creating something. There wasn't that internal critic that was, you know, this could be better, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, honestly, since I've like published it, the internal critic has definitely come out and I'm like, oh, wow, like, there she is. She's not gone yet. But there's more dragons to slay to this story. But the process of creating and just like getting it out there, I was like, wow, this is great. We're just going to focus on helping one person. And if it helps one person, mission accomplished.
Yeah. And I feel like that's such a good place to start, though. Like kind of shifting your mindset of like, I might not change the entire world, but I can start with one person. And then it will ripple and affect way more people than just that one person.
Completely. Because you never know who that one person might be. Like that one person might have like thousands and thousands of people that they then impact. Like you never know.
Yeah. Very cool.
I love that. It makes it feel like much more kind of attainable and realistic. And, you know, I think it can be overwhelming when you do want to sit out and you're like, you know, have this big lofty dream of changing the world or whatever it might be. But obviously that feels like a lot to take on. And I do kind of want to get into the idea. So without getting into the details of it, I think we can all agree probably the past, however long, let's say at least 5 years, but things are kind of crazy in the world, are they not? So I think for a lot of us, like, it feels like joy kind of almost feels more out of reach, or it's like more inauthentic, or maybe people perceive if you're, leaning more into joy, like you're kind of ignoring everything else that's happening. So what's your approach to kind of joy throughout harder times? And how do you kind of keep it in your mind that, like, no, this is still valid and needed, and it's not just kind of pretending nothing else is going on?
Yeah, absolutely. I am so glad you asked this. This past weekend, I just want to give y'all a little visual. I'm having this joy parade in downtown Asheville, and I say, all right, meet me at the corner of this and this, and like, we're going to dance the streets and we're going to spread joy. I pull up to that corner, and there's about 50 people dressed in all black holding anti-fascist signs up, and they're having a silent protest on the same corner that I'm about to help. And I'm like, wow, okay, I'm about to stand out here with my giant speaker and my microphone. I'm literally dressed as a rainbow.
Talk about the juxtaposition.
Literal opposite. And there's like a good girl inside of me that does not ever want to ruffle people's feathers. And it was just like, oh my God, I just want to puke. Like, this is so uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to like make anyone mad. But, we just kind of like started it and like went on our merry way. It's a parade, so we can like go anywhere basically, which is great. And then we like come back and as I'm chanting like, joy can change the world. And then you're seeing like all of us like chanting that. They're like silently, like with a line of them walking past us. And I was like, wow, this is really hard for me. But then afterwards, I had at least 10 of them come up to me personally, like after both of us were done, and say, thank you so much for holding that end of the spectrum. Like, we really wanted to join you, but like had committed obviously to this other thing that we were involved in. And it was a completely different vibe. And I actually even have like some of their numbers, and they're in our like WhatsApp group so they can join the next one. And I was like, wow, you guys were interested in what we were doing? I had no idea. And they're like, yeah, somebody else needs to like hold that other end of like the spectrum of things. Like, yes, there is the pain and the suffering and the sorrow, but the joy to me is the fuel in the tank. And I used to, because I do care really deeply. I used to be an activist, and I used to be really like, like social justice warrior, and I'm like doing all the things, and I'm and that was fine. But I realized at one point that's not my puzzle piece to hold, and that it was just burning me out, and I was miserable all the time, and I was angry all the time, and it wasn't my part of the puzzle piece. And I'm like, wow, okay, what is my piece? I think it's to help keep people ignited, because it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not like the world is going to like suddenly get better tomorrow and we're just like, all right, race to the end of the finish line and we'll save the world. Like, no, this is a whole lifetime that we need to get through this. And we need to learn to create the peace, the joy within us, no matter what our external circumstances are. There's chaos around us, like, climate change, all of these things. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. Like, that's just the shitty hand we've been handed. And we can either be grumpy and pissed off about it all the time, which is just going to deplete ourselves and deplete our tank. Or we can learn, okay, I think personally, look at chunks of like, okay, this is like the small chunk of data I will be informed, because we were not neurologically, biologically designed to be informed about all the things happening in the world all the time. Like, it's just literally, I can like feel my heart rate when I start looking at stuff, and it's like, and I'm like, all right, Amy, we need to put a timer on this, like, be informed. And then we put it to the side. We don't look at it all day long, because otherwise I'm going to have high blood pressure real freaking quick. And that's not good for anybody. We need to be like fully resourced and be regulated in our nervous system, and kind of be able to titrate into that, to be like, okay, I'll dip my toe into this. I'll learn about the things. And then I come out and I learn how to enjoy my life. Because at the end of the day, I think as humans, we just want to enjoy our lives too. We want to love our friends and our family, wherever you land on any of this like political world kind of spectrum stuff. We all want to belong. We all want to enjoy our lives. We all want to like make an impact and leave a legacy and care for the people we love and all of these things. Like, no matter how what perspective you're looking at the whole shit sandwich right now from, that's kind of, we all can unite on that. And I think that also, just like on a side note of that, it's like the joy is the bridge to me to connecting with people. And I don't think that we will create a new world by creating more disconnection in the world and more othering and more this and that. I think that the way that we create a better world for our children and a better world for tomorrow and generations to come is by saying, okay, enough with the hate, enough with the you're wrong and it's you. It's okay, how can we come together as people and start to create more joy and connection and see each other as human beings? And obviously it's a whole complex thing, and I'm not like an expert in any of this, but I do know that when you start to relate to somebody from a human standpoint of like being in your joy and your connection, that like laughter, it's the same in all languages, all countries. I've traveled all over the world with so many people I know nothing about and anything that they're saying, and have a whole intense connection moment with them when we're just laughing together. And we can laugh. You can laugh without understanding what somebody's saying, and it dissolves the barriers of separation that we make in our minds.
I love that. And I think, so what I also love, and as you talk about your joy parade and all of that, I love that you have taken like a more like physical, local community, like actually with people. I'm not just on a screen all the time, like cultivating that in real time and in real life. And I think that's the struggle, I think, for a lot of us is we are in this weird place of we're like more connected than ever because we have the ability to be on a podcast like this and meet people we've never met and all of that. But then we're also the most disconnected we've ever been because it's like not always rooted in that like offline connection and that true connection. So talk me through a little bit about like, what is your approach and like, how do you cultivate that local group? Do you do more things kind of in person? Do you feel like you have built more of like an online community? Tell me all the things related to that.
I recognized I love in person. I love being face to face with another human being. I think the internet is incredible. I think it's an amazing tool. It's certainly been so helpful for me in my journey. I've like, I don't think I would be where I am today without social media and the internet and being able to see, whoa, there are other people in the world doing things that I didn't even know were possible. And it just planting seeds of inspiration and, kind of igniting me in different ways. And too much of it, it's a lot. So I realized a lot of my connections were all through the screen, and I was really craving so much more of that face-to-face connection. And I was a yoga teacher for a long time, and I was like teaching in that, like you're in a room and there's a bunch of students. And there was something that I was like, wow, I miss that. I miss the like talking to someone when they walk through the door and like just having that whole thing. And yes, you can have, potentially more impact through a screen because there's like, you can get, like thousands of views in a second that would take so much longer to cultivate that in a face-to-face kind of way. But there's something that fills your cup when it's just in person. And with this Joy Parade, my wheels are turning with it, with me and my best friend that host it. We're like, okay, I think once we really get the hang of like, this is how this works, starting kind of like a Joy Parade teacher training, because the way that we see it is like, oh yeah, like we'd love to like travel around the US and like wherever, and then start just like leading like, oh, Amy and Michaela are coming to like Los Angeles or Denver or wherever, and they're leading a Joy Parade, and people getting all hype about it. But there's only so much that we can do, and I think that it would be really empowering and exciting to be like, okay, let's get all these other joy spreaders, these other joy leaders around, and say, hey, let's teach you like how to lead your own Joy Parade. Like this is like, if you got the vibe of I can like uplift people, because I know that I'm not the only one that came here to be like, I don't know, I just came here to be me, is kind of like how I feel about it sometimes. But I love activating people and using that courage within myself and being like, okay, I'm a little scared every time I get a little like, wow, this is edgy and scary and terrifying. And then within like 2 minutes, I'm like, yes, this is what I was born to do, is to get people to dance and smile. And it's pretty simple, honestly. I mean, I haven't like figured out how to make it huge, but I just create an email list. I have a WhatsApp group, and I put flyers around town. I'm always just trying different things, and word of mouth works amazing. And you just post about it on social media, and hopefully people show up. And every time people do, and people have a great time, and we meet strangers. One time we were dancing and we just found like a whole Girl Scout troop of like 10-year-olds, and I was like, wow, this whole thing was made it like just for that. Because if I was 10 years old and like a group of full grown adults were like dancing through the park and like handing us stickers and just like being goofballs, like that would have changed my life and just like been a seed planted of like, whoa, I didn't know that was an option.
Yes.
Like, permission slip, you know? And we need more people doing this work. Like, I certainly can't be like, yes, I'm a single entity and unites joy in all the billions of humans around. It's like, we need so many different people, because some people are like, gonna be like, Amy, we don't really like you, but we like so-and-so over there that's doing a similar thing. And they're like, hell yeah, go over there and go be with that person. So if you want to start a joy parade and you're like, I'm scared, you're not alone. I'm doing it, and I still get scared.
I'm ready to start a satellite in Nashville.
I still regularly am like,
You know,
like just do it, even though you're scared. Like, and just get the speaker, like, and get a friend with you. A friend helps a lot. A friend does a lot of collective courage in this. To just have someone stand next to you is great, but if you can do it alone, that's also amazing. A little microphone helps, and you can either, like, we like to get people in sync. There's something about people dancing in sync that really, for me and my friend, is like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. And it's very simple. It's very like, you clap in the four corners up and down. Like, we're not doing any like, wild things, or like, it's very goofy and there's free moments and all of the things. But sometimes you could just be like, all right, I'm just walking around like pulling this speaker behind me and getting people to dance down the street. Like, it can be as simple as that, and just inviting people in and knowing that people not joining in, it's not something to take personally. Like, you can see people having, that moment of like, I like this, but this is actually a lot to join into that. Like, it's scary for people, to do that vulnerable step across from like, oh, I'm like in my, normal life to I'm dancing in the street with somebody I've just met, Well,
I was going to say, I think it is like a super vulnerable thing too, right? Like, even though I think maybe for a lot of people, maybe joy or laughter can come across as kind of like surface level, right? And, we all have been in those situations where we like have a lighthearted conversation and, it's kept very kind of not heavy. It's very light. But it is like really vulnerable to actually like truly embrace your joy and be goofy and be silly and do all the crazy things and not like feel like, oh, like someone's going to judge me for this. So what would be your tips? I know you have explained like you still do it even though you're scared and nervous or all of those things, but like, what are your tips for like being that vulnerable in that way?
Yeah, for me, moving my body more helps, and like doing it maybe by myself first helps. Like, I dance a lot like on my own, so I'm much more comfortable maybe dancing than I used to be when I didn't dance for a long time. I mean, I grew up dancing, but there was a long chunk of time where I just didn't dance unless I had alcohol in my system, and I think that there's a lot of people that still live in that world of, I actually want to make t-shirts that say not drunk, just joyful, because people are regularly like, oh, can I have a beer? And I'm like, I'm 100% sober right now. I'm just an unhinged human having a good time. But a lot of people think that they need to have some kind of substance in their system in order to feel that level of freedom. Not like, and in my experience and my understanding also of like the science behind it is when we are moving our body in a different way, it's literally changing our biochemistry. Where it's like, whoa, dopamine, oxytocin, like, endorphins, like serotonin in your body. It's like, yeah, this feels good. And then it just melts all of the fears slowly the more that you start doing that. And you're like, wow, this just feels good. And Bob, you know what? It's just a lot easier to talk to you and just be a lot more normal and me and be like, I'm a weird guy. Like, I don't care if you don't like me, Bob. And I still often catch myself with certain people where I'm like, wow, I have a lot of masks on and I'm like, beep, boop, 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 and I don't know, something in certain people does like trigger a fear response in me. And I just say, that's okay. Like certain people, I'm like full Amy, like unleashed, and other people I just notice it's still a little, like people pleaser, like maybe a little more professional or, I don't know, put together in this like societally acceptable kind of way that I'm understanding. And, it's all life work in progress, but I would really say, kind of leaning into curiosity and connection with people. If you're looking with another person, like just think, okay, how can I be curious about this person? And people love to talk about themselves. And people love to feel like you're curious about them. And you will notice that the rapport and the connection starts to, I think, just allow in for more easefulness, for more connection. I don't know. I also just naturally like to crack a lot of jokes, I think, to help other people feel more comfortable. Because if you feel more comfortable, I feel more comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. That's been my whole life's like motto is like, I'm gonna make you more comfortable because when you're uncomfortable, I'm uncomfortable.
Valid. That's why I think confetti, and I share this story a lot, but back in the day, we used to do a lot of different events, and I would often do like a confetti photo booth and things like that. And I always found there were people who were very resistant to it, but like then once they actually got into it, like they were the ones who would embrace it and be wholehearted. But I wonder there has to be something there as well as like just the movement of it, because like you're physically throwing confetti, and like the more you do that, it does like have to open you up in some way. And like obviously I am very much into the metaphors of confetti and just like the idea of freedom and all of that. But there's got to be, I never really thought about the physical part of it, of like, I'm actively throwing this in the air, and like that in and of itself is helping me open up, not just seeing color.
Absolutely. I mean, that act of like throwing confetti, this is just a joyful thing. I mean, you think, how is a depressed person sitting their body? Like every single person probably across the world will describe something incredibly similar. Like your shoulders are slumped, your breathing is really shallow, your head's probably down, like you're just like really tight and compressed and just sad. And then how is a joyful person? Their shoulders are back, they have a smile on their face, their gestures are big, and that how we're moving our body literally is kind of signaling to everything else in our body, oh, I'm happy, I'm joyful. And there's obviously a lot of like nuances and things with that, but it makes it so much easier than if you're changing the language you're using or your focus or your meaning, which is the stuff we usually focus on. It's so much easier to change that if you change how you're moving your body first.
Yeah. Alexis, I feel like you should tell Amy about your scooting and skating, because I feel like that is very Joy Parade adjacent.
Scooting and skating.
Okay,
tell me all about it.
We might not be as, I don't want to say as much fun, because we do have a lot of fun, but...
Oh, you're fun. Are you kidding me? You sent me confetti in the mail. Y'all are fun.
But I have some friends who we meet in the summer, like every other week, in like a specific park. And we like start in the parking lot, and everybody brings their wheels. Some people are just walkers, I will say, but we mostly have wheels. I'm a scooter girl. You can see in the background. You can't see that it's pink, but it's very cute.
I love it.
And we had, and like other people would bring their rollerblades or skateboards or something like that. And we'll just kind of gather in the parking lot, and then we have our like little routine of like, we go like do a few laps around like a certain area, and then we come back to the parking lot, like we drink Capri Suns and have music playing. And it really, like, as you were talking about the Joy Parade, I was like, this is like different, like same font, or like same concept, but like different font, if you will. But like still just like getting together, having that human connection. It's like very like a nostalgic thing, I feel like, because like as kids, like we would all like ride our scooters or whatever and drink Capri Suns. And so we're like bringing that back as adults, and it just is so playful and fun. And there's been a few occasions where somebody was like also skating around the park or something, and they would like join us for a lap or two. And I was just like, this like it needs to happen more. It's so much fun and like life-giving and joyful, and we are moving our bodies and we're hanging out and creating community, and it's just so fun. And so I love your Joy Parade and what y'all are doing, and maybe it's your sign to add some wheels to it. I'm just saying, it's a good time.
I was going to say scoot and skate. I think we need to have a scoot and skate Joy Parade. That's so fun. Like, I got to get some wheels personally. Like, I don't think rollerblades is in the cards for me, but
you can scooter. Anybody can scooter. Literally, it's the best, because I'm like, anybody can scooter. I'm like, I've got something to hang on to. It's great. And we have like, we'll do like a theme night too, and like the music will go with it. Anyways, it's just a fun time, and I love it. We need to like join forces on this.
That Absolutely. That would be so fun. I love that. That's such a fun idea. Yeah, we need more like communal things like this where it's like, just people outside and just doing things and kind of that kid energy. You know, I feel like you see kids at the park and they're so good at making friends. They're just like, hey, do you want to play with me? Do you want to go down the slide? Do you want to go on the swings? Tag, you're it. You know, like they have like no hesitation a lot of times. They're just like, okay, whatever. Like I don't even know your name.
We make it so complicated as adults.
So complicated. So complicated. I was at a festival like a few months ago and somebody was just like, hey, like there's a lot of new people here and maybe you're thinking it's hard to make friends or I'm like, this is scary. I don't really know what to say. I saw a kid the other day and they just walked up to someone and said, hey, do you want to be my friend? You seem cool. I think that's a pretty good line. And I was like, wow, we make it so complicated. I've literally never thought in my life of saying that to someone. But if someone said that to me, I'd be like, yes. Wow, yeah, let's talk.
Tell me more. You know, like, you piqued my curiosity.
Want to be my friend? Like, that sounds fun. I love friends.
Okay, I do want to get a little bit more into, since your book is 101 Ways to Spread Joy, which it obviously has a list of 101 ways that we obviously recommend everybody go read every single one. But I have to ask, what would you say are your top 5 ways to spread joy?
Ooh. Well, I mean, the Joy Parade has definitely become my top way to spread joy. I am obsessed. I'm addicted to it. I'm gonna be honest. My name is Amy. I'm a Joy Parade addict. I can't stop. Amy. Last weekend I was like, I can't stop, guys. Like, I don't want to stop walking around with the speaker. And like, Amy, it's time to go home. And I'm like, okay, you're right. We gotta call it a quit and go home at some point. But I can do another one tomorrow. That one's definitely a top one. Another one, honestly, this is a newer one. I have a lot of very silly friends in my life, and we are constantly like in my living room, and we're doing fun, so silly things like sing songs, we improv games. And I was like, I think we just need to do this in public more. So we just do that in public more, and we're just like, let's just be ourselves, like our goofy, ridiculous selves in public, because it inevitably lights up someone's day. Like, without a doubt. And I'm like, we're not even trying. Like, it's not even like, hey, excuse me, sir, would you like to, like, it's like, people are just like, oh, I like seeing goofy, joyful people in the world. It's just really sweet. And that's been, like, a really simple one of, like, oh, what if it doesn't have to be more complicated? What if it's literally just, hey, do you want to take this out to the park instead of being in the living room so other people can witness the beauty of our friendship?
Yeah.
I've been loving that one. Another one is I love surprises. I love making little surprise moments. So I will definitely regularly still make the little cards and like hide them in places or like write a little something and just like be like, oh, I'll put it in a little free library or I'll put it like somewhere at the coffee shop or, you know, just like wherever and anywhere. They're fun little things to do. It's like I can just make one like while I'm sitting there like with my little matcha at the coffee shop and like, I'm just going to hide this right here and somebody's going to find it and I'm never going to know anything about it.
You would love our random acts of confetti.
What is a random act of confetti?
I'm going on a rabbit trail. I want you to finish your list of joyful things.
No,
but
I
have to insert that you would love these to add with your notes, perhaps. But we have like these little like tablespoon bags, like holographic bags of confetti, and it says, huzzah, you just found a random act of confetti. And we just love to leave them around in little places. And it is fun, like thinking about somebody's reaction to seeing it because we don't, usually get to see it.
Wow, that's so cute. A random act of confetti. That's freaking
Jessica's a genius.
Adorable. You're a genius, Jessica.
I created them. Alexis is the one who puts them all around.
It's teamwork.
I love it. That's so good. That's incredible.
We'll send you a set.
Yes.
I'm obsessed. I'm like, that's just like such a good idea. Like, because it's like, they don't just get to read it. They get to like have a little like moment or give someone else a like Oh my God, that's really funny. I actually, I'm like remembering right now, one of my past partners, his mom gave me a little thing of confetti. And for some reason, I was like, I need to use this confetti at the perfect moment, and saved it for 2 years.
Yep.
Because I was like, you can't just use the confetti for any moment. This is special confetti. She made this confetti.
Yep. We have a whole episode this season about using the special stuff and not saving things, because the moment you use it is the special moment.
And no occasion is too small to make it special.
No occasion is too small to make it special. That's like, this is like some generational stuff I think I'm healing, Like, it's like my mom, my grandma were all like, let's hoard it. Is this for a special occasion?
Yes, it's such a natural reaction. Exactly.
Like, today's the day. Today is the most perfect day to make this the day. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, 2 more. There's one that I still to this day, it like kind of lives in my head rent free. I don't do this one very often because honestly, I don't know why. It makes me nervous to do, but I think it's so sweet and it really fills my cup, is to take a bunch of Post-it notes and to write like, a little note on here, and then to go to like the grocery store or whatever. And the grocery store is like just a common place to find random people nowadays, It's like less interactions with strangers nowadays. And you just put it on their back and then you walk away. And one time last winter, me and my friend were doing this in the grocery store, and we put it on a guy's back and we're like running down. And the lady he was with came to us and was like, I just need to let you know, like, this man, he had tears in his eyes because he just found out he got like evicted from his house and like was just having like the worst day of his life. And then you put this like sweet little note on his back, and it just like totally made his day, and like kind of like gave him like the uplifting and the hope, and like kind of like when you're like in that lowest of low moments, and then I think we've all had that like, whoa, okay, it's gonna be okay. For some reason, this one little moment, it like reminds me everything is gonna be okay in this kind of like not fun moment in my life that I'm in. And that one always just really sticks with me. I'm like, remember. For some reason, it's scary to put a sticky note on someone's back, but you never know if you're gonna make someone's day.
It's a 50-50 shot.
50-50, you never know. No one's ever actually gotten mad at me about it, so that's a bonus there.
That's good.
Let's see. Okay, the last one would be, what's my last one would it be? Honestly, my last one is just sending like voice notes of appreciation to the people I love in my life. I try to do this more and more lately, or calling people up and just being like, dang, I really love you, or I love this about you. Like, this is an incredible thing about you. Like, whenever I think of a compliment in my head, I do the best I can, whether it's a stranger or someone I know, to like say it to them or like voice note it to them and not keep it to myself. I'm like, this is a beautiful little gift. I should not keep this gift to myself. This is your gift. And I need to pick up the phone and tell you about this kind of thing. Otherwise, it's just the gift stops there and it doesn't get to spread the ripple. And I mean, I know I would love to hear, on any kind of moment of like, this is great about you. Like, you never know what kind of, and the amount of times that I will call someone and they're having like a crappy day, it surprises me. They're like, you knew I needed uplifting. I'm like, I didn't know. But I'm glad this helped.
I love that one. I have many favorites on this list, but the one that is most fresh in my mind is, I believe it was like 40 something, about googly eyes, covering the world in googly eyes, something about that. But so Alexis and I have taken it upon ourselves this season to
I love it! It's incredible! Oh my God! No way!
We have our little friends here with our googly eyes, and
are those your microphones also that are like pink and rainbow?
It's pretty.
Where do you get this? This is incredible.
It's on Amazon.
Wow.
Where everything lives,
up.
but
I didn't know
we
that.
try to have moments. But Alexis and I also, so I live in Connecticut. Alexis lives in Tennessee, so we're not together a lot. But a few months ago, she came up, and we did spend some time in Home Goods just putting googly eyes on random things, and it was the best time of my life.
It was so
literally
good.
so
I can't stop laughing. I just keep looking down. He's got like one little like offset eye, and it just makes me laugh. I can't.
It's so funny. The amount of joy that googly eyes brings me is, I don't know if it's normal.
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right.
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. That's exactly it.
At a scooting and skating, we had one of our friends' moms came, which was joyful in and of itself. But she added, without me knowing, googly eyes to my little pink heart bell on my scooter. And I was like, wait, this is incredible, actually. So we love a googly eye around here.
I love that. I love a googly eye. It's very fun. And I put them around my neighborhood. We did it in the middle of winter last year, which not the best like time to be like, let me like have my bare hands out and like be trying to like put glue, and like we were like gluing like little signs around the telephone poles and just like little things. And like I was like actually rewatching all the Instagram videos that I made about, and I'm like, wow, these are actually like really funny, and it's like pretty hilarious watching two full grown women it's like googly eye the world. But then you go on walks, you're like, oh, that's so nice.
Yes,
I love seeing these googly eyes. That just made me a little happier.
Exactly. Too good.
It's the simple things in life.
Mm-hmm. It truly is. It truly is. Okay, I think we're ready for our favorite final segment of our little chat here, which I think you will also enjoy. It's called our Super Silly segment, and it's just for fun. So we're going to volley back and forth and ask you a few random questions, and the idea is just to give us your unfiltered thoughts. There's no right or wrong answer, and we usually have a little combo about it, but I think it'll be a good time.
I'm excited.
All right, here we go. Do floors ever get tired of being walked on?
Wow. You know, to me, I think that they might, but I also think that sometimes they might get sad that they're not getting walked on because they're like, this is my purpose.
The other
I'm
way.
here to hold y'all. And nobody's using me. I'm like, I'm a floor without people. What's my purpose in this life? But I also think that like with heavy walkers, floors might be like, oh my God. Fred, please
quit stomping on me.
There's a balance. They have their purpose, but we also need to take it easy on them.
Yeah, all of us, you know.
Thank you, floors, people.
Thank you, floors. It's a thankless job. They're here holding us up all day, every day.
You're doing great.
You're doing so good. I really am grateful for our floors, you know. I never thought about that before in my life.
Everyone should write a love letter to your floor. That's your
love
homework
letter
assignment.
to your floor.
Yes.
You don't know the ripples of joy you might create by writing a love letter to your floor today.
Okay. If we didn't clap when we liked something, what should we do instead?
Oh, wow. Okay, this is a good one. I think what we should do instead is the confetti movement that you had earlier. The like, imagine a whole audience. They're just like, yeah, this is great.
Concur.
Bonus points if we actually threw confetti every time we did it.
Have confetti, that would be great. Leaves are also acceptable if you don't have confetti.
Yes.
You know, I don't know,
Absolutely.
like clothes, anything.
Pom-poms, yeah, anything.
Literally anything can
Not
become
anything,
confetti.
actually. A lot of things could hurt people.
Well, okay, true.
We have to exercise some caution, but can you imagine like you're at like a show and like everyone's throwing their programs up at the like you do your graduation hats. Like we should just make it a thing when you're in public. As long as it's safe, you just throw whatever you have.
Throw whatever you have if it's under a pound.
Yes.
Rules to live by. Okay. Is spring cleaning a tradition or a conspiracy?
Wow. Huh. Are you guys conspiracy theorists?
We might be today.
I don't know, because there is something inside of me when spring comes along that I'm like, all right, gotta start cleaning this thing out, you know? There's something that comes over me. And it also comes over me pre-winter. It's like there's like a deep clean that wants to happen before and after. I don't know what it's about. I don't know if it's a conspiracy. I don't know, but I do know that there's something like inside of me that goes, like right now I'm like, yes, I need to do a whole new deep clean of my house right now before we're about to go like the bear into hibernation.
Biological.
Yeah, biological need to clean your house deeply twice a year. Thinking about cleaning things you don't normally think to clean.
I can see it.
Same.
Okay.
How many times a day do we blink unnecessarily?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. I think it probably depends on what you're doing, you know? Like I'm thinking of, like a cartoon that's like a pretty girl cartoon and she's trying to like woo someone. She's like, bat in her eyelashes. She's blinking so unnecessarily. It's going like off the charts. But, you know, that's not her every day. That's just her like, there's a cute boy across the room. And for some reason, if I bat my eyelashes, he'll like that. I don't even think I can do that or ever have done that, though. It's kind of hard. I don't know if you trying. It's pretty hard.
I'm like, does this look cute?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. It looks cute when, like, I don't know. I'm thinking it's like Lola or like from Bugs Bunny, you know? I feel like she was really cute when I was a kid. So.
Cartoons, they've got it.
Point. How many times do we blink unnecessarily? That's a good question, you know? Like, is getting sand in your eye and blinking, is that like unnecessary? I guess like where do we define unnecessary?
Look it up.
This is a deep philosophical question. Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like my eyes are getting dry and I need to blink more talking about it.
I am very aware of my blinking right now.
I know me too.
I'm going to go with 275 times.
Oh,
that's
a day?
How many times a day we blink unnecessarily.
Wow. That's high.
That is.
That's really high.
I think we overdo it. I think
really
we really could be making way more consistent eye contact with each other.
I think we could be looking more at the world. I think we look at our screens and things too much, and it makes us blink too much because we just trying to focus on things happening instead of just slowly taking in the world around us.
Okay, you're right. I'm sold. I'm sold.
275.
Whatever side you're on, I'm on your side now. 270. Yes. I was like, going for more like 32, but 270. The screens, I do think they like dry our eyes out. I could see that, you know?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
My eyes!
I feel like I can't even read these questions.
Seriously, this is messed with me.
Okay. Would you rather always sing or always dance everywhere?
Can I still sing and dance if I choose dance? Can I still sing? And if I choose sing, can I still dance?
I mean, I'll allow it, but I think in the spirit of the question, you really have to choose one over the other.
You can only do one? No! That's so hard. Wow. I think, wow, it's really hard. I keep thinking that I do one more than the other, but I think it just kind of depends. So I'm like, I think I dance more, but then I'm like, no, sometimes I sing more. Dance. I'm choosing dance.
The movement.
It's really hard. It feels like I'm choosing between like my two children. You know, it's like there's like the train is going to hit one of them, and I can either save neither of them or one of them. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to let both of my kids die, so I'm going to dance. It's not a choice I'm happy with.
Darn it.
Gosh darn it. Sorry, singing.
So sorry.
So sorry.
Could you survive a week eating only blue foods?
There's not many blue foods. There's like what? Blueberries, blue corn chips. Can can use like the like blue spirulina or something to like dye other foods blue? Is that an option, or is that cheating?
I mean, if it's blue, I think the point is you just can only eat something that's blue.
Am I getting like paid $1 million for this? What's my motivation?
It's just a personal.
It's like a personal experiment, you know. See if I can dye my skin blue. Be in the Blue Man group.
Maybe you have to do a week. Maybe it's a week of red foods, a week of orange. Like go through the rainbow. Just every week is a different color.
That would be interesting. I would do that for the sake of science.
Which weeks you felt the best? Which color is the most nutritionally filling?
Yeah, I would my guess would be green, but I don't know if that's just like I don't know. Green is healthy.
Tracks.
Green is healthy propaganda out there, you know? There's big milk and then there's like
green.
Big green.
Big green.
Big green.
Eat green.
Eat more
See
green.
the billboards now. Oh, so silly. Okay, a few more. Why do we say slept like a log when logs don't sleep?
You know, the one that I do wonder about is I slept like a baby. Babies wake up all the time.
Yeah.
I do not. Like, they wake up crying and they're like not happy. Like, I hope I don't sleep like a baby. Like, I would very be upset if I sleep like a baby tonight. Babies don't sleep very well. Also, what's up with babies not sleeping well? Like, we could have designed that better. You know, like being parents hard enough. I think not sleeping through the night is just cruel and unusual. I'm saying it. I think we could have designed this better. Whoever's in charge of all of that. I'm sending in my complaint. I don't even have kids. I just, I'm mad about it. I've actually been talking about it this week. I'm like, I just don't think that's cool. I think it's unfair.
I agree. And while we're at it, I would like to just say, as someone who does have a child, childbirth, that whole thing really probably could have been thought through a little more.
Yeah. Why does it have to be like that? I think we can design this better. You know, I think we can make this whole 100%. Process 100%. A little more forgiving, you know? Maybe you sleep like a log because you're like, I didn't move, you know? I think I'm a mover in my sleep. I'm a mover and a shaker. I flip to one side and the other and I got the pillow between the knees. But if I slept like a log, I think I'd be just, you know, fully stationary. I am not moving. Like, that log. Okay. I don't think it moves, actually. Like, if you're not looking at a log in the woods, does it roll and return to its place by the time you get back? I don't know. I have no idea.
The philosophical question.
How many socks disappear every year?
Where do they go? Genuinely, what is up with that?
They are somewhere in our dryer hoses.
Somewhere. I don't know. I don't. Across the world, how many socks disappear?
Yeah.
Every year.
Okay, but there's like, how many billion people are we at now?
Get your calculator.
According to my calculations, and there's this many billion people, and that means about 2 feet per person, but like this half of the country doesn't wear socks anymore. So I'm going to guess there's like 1 million socks lost every year. Maybe that might be lowballing it. I'm going to guess 100 billion socks are lost in dryers every year.
I think it's a lot. I don't know what the number is, but I do think it's a lot.
I agree. I don't know if that's a number that they're willing to release. You know, it's like the government keeps that one tight alongside the alien documents and things like that.
Yeah, got to keep that one under wraps. Yeah. Okay, this last question I feel very passionate about. Oh, I need to know: should you fold or scrunch toilet paper?
What do I do? I'm gonna mime it real quick, I guess.
Act it out.
Yeah, like, what do I do? I think I've had different phases. I think I used to like roll it around my hand and then like have a nice little thing. Now I scrunch. I'm a scruncher.
Scruncher.
I'm a passionate scruncher. Don't you dare fold. No, I'm more passionate about the ply, like that Scott kind of stuff. That's one ply. I don't know why that was invented. That seems useless.
No, that's kind of cruel.
Better than no toilet paper, though.
True. Are you a folder, Jessica?
Folder scrunch? I'm asking you first.
Okay. I'm trying to think about this. And I feel more passionately about over-under.
Yes! That's my next.
I agree.
Over is the only correct answer.
Over is the only way.
Only correct answer.
Thank goodness, I knew I liked you too. But I think I don't... Gosh, what do I do? I don't think that it's very clearly one way or the other. I think it's a scrolled. It's like in between a scrunch and a fold. I think it maybe leans more fold, but she's still kind of scrunched.
She's still kind of scrunched. I feel like the scrunch is more efficient, but for creating more space between your hand and the situation. I don't know. That's just the way my brain thinks about it.
Yeah, more volume.
Yeah, this little poof in the middle.
I guess this does bring up the point, what constitutes a fold versus a scrunch? Because now I was pretty adamant, I'm a fold, but I fold, but then maybe it is a scrunch at the end. I don't know. It's very it starts as a fold and then it gets scrunched.
I think it is actually possible to just fold and really keep it flat and just do that.
But it's wild to me.
It seems wild. You'd have to try. I think pretty hard.
I think so too.
Really need some concentration.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm second guessing everything because I came in hot that it was a fold.
I could tell.
That's the only way, but now I'm like, wait, maybe it's not fully a fold.
All right, everybody goes to use the bathroom.
My entire life. Okay.
See what's happening and then report back.
Yeah. We'll be here. Let us know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a text from Alexis. It's a scrunch.
It's a scrunch. And the whole time it's a scrunch.
Oh my gosh. I'm crying.
I'm crying. Me too.
Okay. Well, this has all been a blast.
My cheeks hurt from laughing, which I love.
Same. This is a good sign.
Sign of a good time.
Yes.
So good.
Okay. If you could give, this is no longer silly. We're back to being serious.
We're back to serious.
Serious. Come on. Pull it together.
Please. Playfully profound. If you could give one message to a listener right now that would invite them to choose joy today, what would it be?
Oh, that's really sweet. A listener to choose joy today. That your joy really matters. I think, and I'm thinking back to when I was in moments of hopelessness, of worthlessness, of what's the point of it, and the seriousness of it all, is thinking that my joy didn't matter, that it didn't make an impact. And even if it just makes an impact on yourself in that moment, supposedly, that's enough, that you being joyful is okay and safe, and it's okay to be joyful when it seems like things are shitty around you, that you don't need to make yourself miserable, even though it seems like the world is shitty right now. That it doesn't make things better by also being in a shitty state.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I've done that before, but everything sucks. I'm just going to make myself miserable, I guess, too. The world needs your joy. The world needs your joy now more than ever. Genuinely, seriously, your joy, even though it might seem silly or frivolous or lighthearted, it's not. The world, if you feel I want to be more joyful, you deserve that. You are worthy of that. You don't need to earn that. You can just be that, and you can practice and choose that over and over again. Not that it's always easy. A lot of times it's hard. I still have a hard time with it, but that it's so important. And I think the people that are really called to joy and called to be like, yeah, I want to be a joyful people, have the most beautiful hearts. They're just like the sweetest people. I'm like, wow, I'm so glad you exist in this world.
I love that. It makes me think I have
in the world.
I have a banner in my daughter's playroom that says joy is an act of resistance. And I always think about that and the concept of, you know, it is, I think, full stop. It is.
It completely is. Like, complete sentence. Joy is an act of resistance. I think that's somewhere in my office. I don't know where, but my God, it's just in and of itself, like in this world that, you know, thrives off of our misery and our separation and our anger and all of the things, like our joy is truly an act of resistance.
Well, it was certainly joyful to have you here in Confetti Land today. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so glad that you could come and connect with us. And we know our confetti people are going to want to connect with you. So where and how can they do that?
Amazing. It's been so freaking delightful being here. We're just like, I'm just so delighted. I'm like, looking, I'm like, wow, even like my wall and like the border around our conversation go together so well right now. And it's match made in heaven. I love it. For your beautiful listeners, you can find me on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok at the Amy Dickens. I also have a website, livejoyfullyu.com, and you can find my book, 101 Ways to Spread Joy. And yeah, that's pretty much the play. Or if you're in Asheville, North Carolina, come hang out with me. Come find me. We can, joy parade together and do fun stuff.
Love it.
Okay. We're at the moment to send you off with a confetti pop so we can go ahead and take our little tops off. I always say that. That's not what I mean. Take the top off your confetti popper.
Keep your top on.
Keep your top on.
But not on your confetti popper.
So I'm going to give us a little countdown. So it's like a volleyball situation where we pop it right up, and the harder you go, the more confetti is going to go everywhere. So it's a good time.
5.
Do with that what you will.
This is exciting.
Is everybody ready?
Ready.
Ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you got it good today.
Oh, that's some good hair fetty. I got the hair fetty.
Oh, yeah. It goes everywhere.
It went, oh, wow, this is great. What a happy little moment. I love this. I'm like, I want to like sweep it up and do it again.
Yeah, please do.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Yes.
10 out of 10 recommend. Confetti all over the place, all the time.
All the time.
Wow, y'all are such a delight. I'm so glad you exist.
Well, thank you again for joining us. We are so happy that you were here, and we hope it's not your last visit to Confetti Land.
Oh, I hope so too. This has been so fun. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. For more fun, join us on the socials at the Confetti Bar, and you can join the Confetti Club to receive free inspiration delivered to your inbox at theconfettibar.com/join.
Thanks for visiting.